I mean, who's better to make decisions and choices for me if it's not the corrupt government officials according principalities in the flesh, aka Big Pharma, World Health Organization, CDC, Bill Gates, UN, FDA. I mean, really, what nerve have you, all of you Americans, myself included, all of us, what kind of nerve and audacity have we to complain that our rights are being taken away, that we don't have freedom and liberty, that our constitutional rights are being violated? It's like we are literally under house arrest. I mean, what nerve have we? I mean, seriously, who can make a better decision for us than the politicians? Who can make a better decision for us concerning our health? If it's not CDC and World Health Organization and Dr. Fauci, anyway, I call him Fraud C. You know, Fraud C. That's my name for him. And Bill Gates and his kind. I mean, who should I trust with my health and make decisions concerning my health? If it's not them, who else? I mean, really, what kind of nerve have I? You know what I'm saying? I have some audacity and some nerve to think that my health should be in my own hand. To think that that I should be the one responsible to know what's best for my life, as opposed to depending on my politicians and my congressmen and Bill Gates and his kinds. I mean, can you imagine the kind of audacity I have? Can you imagine the kind of nerve that you guys have? And you complaining, you want freedom? Let these guys decide for you how limited your freedom are, or how far your freedom should go. We should stay home and be quiet and let them decide for us in their Congress and decide, make laws and tell us, you know, the longevity of our freedom or our house arrest, aka lockdown.
People are freaking out right now. Like, they're tired of having their constitutional rights taken away with the mandatory stay-at-home orders. Cities are suing the California governor so their people can go back onto their beaches again. Idiots. Like, I'll stay at home for the rest of my life if they tell me to. Who knows how to make the best choices for my health and my life? Definitely not me. So I'm more than happy to put my blind trust in power-hungry politicians and definitely uncorrupt groups like the World Health Organization. I think they know what's best for me because, like, they know me better than I know me. The last thing you want is people to have the freedom to make their own choices and then experience the consequences of their choices. I think free will is a little bit of a sin. I don't think we should have it in the first place. Like, you wouldn't give a razor blade to a 3-year-old because it wouldn't be in their best interest. So you shouldn't give freedom to people either. And then experience the consequences of their choices. I think free will is a little bit of a sin. I don't think we should have it in the first place. Like, you wouldn't give a razor blade to a 3-year-old because it wouldn't be in their best interest. So you shouldn't give freedom to people either. All these Americans that want their freedoms are just ungrateful.
This is the cartoon. It's called The Family Guy. And I'm going to show you this clip. It's a clip about the Boston Marathon bombing. And this cartoon aired a few weeks before that Boston Marathon bombing actually took place. There's a guy out there. His name is Lindsey Williams. I used to listen to him for years. And I need to go and find that video clip because he said when he used to live with the elite, he's a Christian, but somehow he used to live with them. And they told him all their secrets. And he said one of their code of conduct or the code of ethics, before they do anything, they have to tell you and let you know. So how they tell us and let us know, either through music, through movies, through cartoon. However, that's one of the code of ethics. These guys actually think they have ethics, that they have to tell you, that they're about to tell you to bend over and take it. But they will tell you in music and movies and TV cartoons. And then we call it entertainment. They're just distracting you. So you pay your money to go to the movie theater to see somebody planning and plotting how to destroy your lives, how to bring a demise to your livelihood. You pay your money to go watch somebody tells you their plot, their agenda, their evil, diabolical plan, how to destroy you or destroy humanity. And then you come out, you say it's entertainment. I think we have been entertained for too long. It's time for us to wake up. Listen to this cartoon.
Crap, this is awesome. I haven't felt a rush like this since I won that marathon. I'm Bob Costas, here with Boston Marathon winner Peter Griffin. Peter, how did you do it?
I'll tell you, Bob, I just got in my car and drove it. And when there was a guy in my way, I killed. Hey, guys, what football team should I like? Mahmood says we all need to act like we're fans of American football, so we seem less suspicious.
What? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about Mahmood. You know, I actually feel really bad for him. Do you know he knew 19 guys who died on 9/11? I mean, what are the odds?
Peter, I think you joined a terrorist sleeper cell.
What? That's crazy. Look, I'm going to call Mahmood right now on this cell phone he gave me. He'll tell you. Damn phone's busted. Maybe I dialed wrong.
This is called Operation Mockingbird. Was a fully implemented CIA program to spread disinformation throughout American media. CIA Director William Colby testified to the Church Committee that over 400 CIA agents were active in the U.S. media to control what was reported through American mainstream television, newspaper, and magazine. I rest my case. This is a program that aired 2003 on American TV. The title of the program is called Dead Zone. I will let you watch the program. But as you listen to the program, you're going to hear coronavirus mentioned. You're going to hear mentioning chloroquine. You're going to hear wearing masks. You're going to hear that we don't have the cure for it, and CDC eventually may or may not have the cure. You're going to see people dressed up in all the according space suit, but you know those medical gear to protect you from the allegedly whatever the thing is. We can't even use those words, otherwise they'll take down your video. You're going to see for yourself. So this confirms what Lindsey Williams said. I'm going to look for his video and take that clip where he actually said that these guys that he used to live with, he just called them the elite. But when you listen to this video, go look for Lindsey Williams. You know, Lindsey, Lindsey, Lindsey Williams, and listen to every of his. There's quite a few videos out there. I don't think he put them out, but people interview him, put it out there. Listen to all his videos, because everything he said is true. He said these elite guys, before they do anything, and he means anything, he said they will tell you about it, whether through music concert, TV program, in the movie theater, or cartoons, and they will tell you in plain sight. He said that's one of the code of ethics. Apparently, these guys even think they have ethics and morals. But you can watch this program and listen and see that this really, I can't even say the word.
What's going on? Just let me think about where to start.
Well, he saw something. What is it?
I saw a virus. I think some kind of disease.
A virus? Like what? Like SARS?
I don't know. All I know is that it's highly infectious and may be fatal. Right now, we could all be infected. If we take this outside, we risk the whole town.
Johnny, how big is this gonna get?
I don't know. We just have to do everything we can to stop this, starting right now, Walt.
He's right. All right, here's what's going to happen. We need to make sure that everybody that's inside stays inside. I'm going to get a few deputies on it. We'll call it a lockdown.
Lockdown?
Well, until I come up with something better.
Walt, no. No, you cannot lock the school doors.
This is for your family's safety.
Will I get sick too?
Maybe we should wear masks. What difference does it make? According to you, we've already been exposed. Let's get one thing straight, Mr. Smith. I'm responding to political pressure. You have no reason to be scared. Let me ask you something, Amy. Animals. You've been around any animals in the backyard, even let's say a skunk, a raccoon? I'm going to swab the inside of your mouth with this little Q-tip. Trying to get a handle on this animal. Damn efficient airborne transmission. Blood tests and swabs aren't telling us much. We know it acts like a virus. It causes high fever and respiratory distress. Tracking and treating a mysterious outbreak like this would take the CDC months.
We better get started then. Anyone who hasn't been exposed already needs to wear a mask.
China. Isn't that where flu viruses come from?
Yeah. A lot of viruses come from there.
International flight to China?
That's no coincidence. Whatever it is, it originated in China.
Time is not on our side.
It's like looking for a needle in a needle stack.
We have ruled out all the usual suspects: influenza, SARS, bacterial pneumonia.
How long is it going to take?
Well, it took 34 days to isolate the coronavirus that caused SARS, and that's fast.
I'm authorizing a quarantine on everyone who's come in contact with a symptomatic person.
There's got to be something I can do.
And the enzyme this virus when they were
So the chloroquine. So the chloroquine.
Chloroquine.
This is it. This is your virus.
I'm sorry, but there's no cure for that.
Chloroquine, that's an anti-malarial drug.
No. Listen, it suppresses the enzymes.
Welcome back, you damn fool. What happened?
We started everyone on chloroquine, stopped the thing dead in its tracks. Now, the CDC would have figured it out eventually, but not in time.
Here's another coincidence that happened in the same cartoon, Family Guy. Robin Williams. We all remember the comedian, the American comedian. His name is Robin Williams. He allegedly, supposedly committed suicide by hanging himself with a belt from his doorknob. Unless Robin Williams was 2 feet tall. I don't know how that's possible. But you're going to see and listen. He said something about Bill Gates. Apparently that didn't sound right or make Bill Gates look good. So his alleged suicide was already predicted in this cartoon, and shortly thereafter, it came to pass. Is art stranger than fiction? Is the truth stranger than fiction? Or these guys are really telling us everything we're watching on TV, even cartoon like kids supposed to be watching. So they are really pre-programming us. That's what it's called, TV program. Television. Television. On your channel. Channeling. You know what a channel is? You've got a new age terminology. Channel. You know what channel is? People, you better wake up. This is not even about Democrat or Republican anymore. This is not even about whether you're Christian or not Christian. We need to wake up, the masses. There are more of us than there are those who have an agenda to annihilate humankind. But if we all put our voices together and begin to fight this battle, we can win. But if we begin to separate between party lines and religious belief, listen, then they got us. And that is really their agenda, to separate us by Democrat, Republican, by Christians and non-Christian. First of all, let's be human. Let's humanity band together. We are supposed to be our brother's keeper first. But if we continue to look the other way, or allow the mainstream media to continue to separate us along party lines, then we'll continue to fight differences. Because sometimes you look at the Democrat Republican Party, it's nothing more than a serpent with two heads. Does not mean God cannot bring somebody out of there to turn this nation around. Yes, he can. But don't identify yourself with any particular parties. Identify yourself with truth. Love for humanity. Come on, beloved. Listen to this.
In a vial. Ah! Ladies and gentlemen, the doors.
Oh, jogging. Oh,
Run, Boris, run!
oh, I'm a Mercedes.
And where are your papers? Are you from East or West Berlin?
Well, I'm from West Berlin, Pilgrim. Shut up! Stop riffing!
Jump, Forrest, jump!
Must be a leap year.
Time to lose some weight, dearie.
No.
Mr. Gates, when did you realize you were creating a monopoly? Monopoly's just a game, Senator. I'm trying to control the fucking world.
Now, Robin Williams actually had in his act about Bill Gates years ago.
Mr. Gates, when did you realize you were creating a monopoly? Monopoly's just a game, Senator. I'm trying to control the fucking world.
Now, talking about conspiracy theories.
By the CIA. And there's a memo about the weaponization of this phrase that dates back to 1967.
So if you haven't seen this document, now you're going to learn exactly when this phrase conspiracy theorist became weaponized to shut down anyone who would question our dear centralized government and its official narratives pretty much on anything. The dispatch itself is marked April 1, 1967, April Fool's Day, how apropos, and it's from the CIA's Clandestine Services Unit, and it's labeled Psych for psychological operations. So in other words, disinformation. Okay? And the subject line is countering criticism of the Warren Report. And they open up by saying that people don't trust the Warren Commission. Considering Alan Dulles and wise man John J. McCloy were on it, I'm not really sure why anyone would. America didn't believe that Oswald acted alone. Half the country didn't believe the government.
So guys, now you see, I said that before. I didn't even realize what I was saying was true. That this term conspiracy theorist was generated by these guys. Because they know in the future, eventually, there will be some people who would doubt them, people who wouldn't trust them. Because you can fool some people some of the time, but you cannot fool all of the people all of the time. So the only way they can silence some of us who actually have a thinking and a functioning brain, that are actual critical thinkers, that actually question everything, not because it came from the government, or because it came from your pastor, or it came from those in charge, or the elder, not because it came from somebody's lips who, some people even brag and say, oh, Bill Gates reads 100 books a year or a month, as if that's a justification to listen to anything he says. You too can read 100 books a year. But anyway, many of us who actually decided to think, because we haven't been indoctrinated, they call it government indoctrination camp, aka high school, colleges, university. That's what they are, government indoctrination camps. But those are all who refuse to be brainwashed by the powers that shouldn't be, who decide to question all of their agenda. You watch the news media, you question, what are they saying? Why are they saying it? What is their true motive? You begin to question. You watch TV, you watch movies, you listen to songs, and you begin to question everything and look and see, and look within the music and the movie and the songs and the lyrics and the script to find out what exactly are they telling us. This is no longer entertainment. They're actually plotting and planning, and they have the information right there in plain sight, hidden in plain view. When we begin to question that, they came up with a phrase called conspiracy theorists to mock us and ridicule us, and have the rest of you guys who are brainwashed and controlled by them to question us and make us look like we're idiots, or something is wrong with us, or we are the problem. Now we'll find out who the true problem is. So they coined this word, or they coined this phrase years ago, knowing full well that there will always be a group of people in society that will just not take it. They will question everything. We are the one they were threatened by. So they decided to come with this phrase and call us conspiracy theorists. But if everybody went along and agreed with them, there will be no need to have such a phrase. Now you see. So if you ever call somebody a conspiracy theorist, what you're really saying is you are one of those who have been brainwashed, dumbed down, brainwashed by the education system, or dumbed down by the education system, brainwashed by the mainstream media, bullied and confused, and programmed by the TV and entertainment programs you watch. That's what you're saying. Whenever you call somebody a conspiracy theorist, you're just telling us, okay, look, I'm one of those confused people. I'm one of those gullible and naive. I'm one of those who have taken the pill. I'm one of those who still live in the matrix. I am one of those who have been brainwashed, that whatever they say, I take it and eat it like it's gospel. And anybody else who question that, I look down upon it and call them conspiracy theorists. So whenever you call somebody a conspiracy theorist, know what you're telling us. You are exposing yourself, that you are still in the matrix. You have drank the Kool-Aid. You have taken the pill. Is it the blue pill or the purple pill? Anyway, you have taken some kind of pill that your brain ain't functioning right. And you take everything they give you, because you probably graduated from a government indoctrination camp. Because most colleges and universities now, they just teach you how to memorize some information and then regurgitate those information on the test or the exams, and that's it. If you begin to question and begin to analyze and begin to critically think, they don't want that. That is a threat. That poses a threat to their agenda. But you become an intellectual robot. Whatever they feed you from the protocol, whatever protocols they give you from the head down, you take it, you run with it, no questions asked. You are the people they love. The rest of us, we are called the conspiracy theories. That's why they went out of the way to create this phrase, or to coin this phrase to make you mock us. But who's laughing now? Who's the mockery on? You and them.
All these tactics they mentioned employing against anyone who publicly criticizes or questions the official JFK assassination narrative as a conspiracy theorist. The tactics they say to employ include discussing the publicity problem with liaison and friendly elite contacts, especially politicians and editors, meaning that the CIA admits that they have what they call friendly elite contacts in Congress and in the mainstream media who will help push the official narrative onto the public.
Do you have any people being paid by the CIA who are contributing to a major circulation American journal? We do have people who submit pieces to American journals.
They also say they should point out parts of the conspiracy talk appear to be deliberately generated by communist propagandists. Employ propaganda assets to answer and refute attacks of critics using book reviews and feature articles that are particularly appropriate for that purpose.
Back and to the left.
Now, do you see this post written by Robert Kennedy Jr.? He said, Bill Gates wants to chip us, and not only for vaccine, but for surveillance, transhumanism using number, we can't say that word. The number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The letter God, God. I can't, you know what I'm saying? I wrote last week about Malibu police ticketing Point Doom's suffers. Was that $1,000 a piece for using ocean during the quarantine? Can you imagine that? Was this merely an appalling police judgment at which we will laugh post-quarantine, or does anyone else feel that this is the first wave of compliance and obedience training for something more permanent? Are powerful state and corporate entities using the current crisis to remove basic rights and intensify pressures to promote vaccines and surveillance? Does anyone else feel the suffocating darkness of tyranny descending on our nation? And finally, does anyone share my dread that Bill Gates and his mini-me, Tony, Fauci, anyway I call him Fraud C, will somehow be running our brave new world? Hello? Y'all better wake up somebody.